Nigeria, and newspaper review is up next.
And that man, Chukwudi Obaja, is right here beside me. Good morning, Chukwudi.
You give me real clout this morning.
I missed you on Monday.
Look, I thought he was going to come, in his usual cynical manner. And I would have told him, why would I not be happy when Juma is on set?
I like to disappoint you.
I missed you on Monday.
Bless you, but the feeling is mutual. How are you doing?
Dreamer.
Vicky!
All right, let's lead with the leadership. And, the lead story here is Dangote Refinery's proposed 10% stake sale excites Nigerian investors. You get details of that on page 4. A tiny strip just above that will flush out bandits, Lakurawa, others. That's credited to Chief of Defense Staff, and it's on page 19. Above the nameplate, lecturers suspend strike, give government 1 month to address demands. You get details on page 6. And Kanu opens defense, lists Wike, Umahi, Buratai, others as witnesses. You get details of that on page 4. All right, and the bold picture story here shows a resident looking at a damaged car as firefighters walk at the site of the kindergarten hit by a Russian drone strike in Kharkiv, Ukraine yesterday. Okay, there was something here. And the quadruple to the left, Sanwo-Olu, Fashola, Ambode back Tinubu as Lagos All Progressives Congress endorses president, page 50. New electoral chief Amukbito assumes office today. That's on page 17. Presidency must remain in South, says Northern Group, page 43. And 1999 Constitution is irredeemable. Is credited to former NBA President Ulisa Bakoba. All right, Niger tanker explosion. Northern governors mourn as death toll hits 39 is on page 7. And that takes us to the Daily Trust. Electoral Act Amendment. Senate proposes mandatory electronic transmission of results. You get details of this on pages 3 and 4. Below it, Nigerian returnees from Libya received by the Lagos Operations Office of NEMA at the cargo terminal of the Murtala Mohammed International Airport yesterday. Okay. Below that, in the black strip, how I lost 8 relatives to Niger tanker explosion is on page 5. ISWAP threats, security forces comb Ondo, Kogi forests on page 12. And Northern PDP governors, others endorse Turaki for national chair on page 37. Finally, Dangote plans sale of 10% stake in refinery. Okay, we took that earlier. That's on page 24, Jumai.
Let me quickly go to the blueprint and take some of the stories that it's not in the order papers. And above the masthead, we hear National Orientation Agency dissolves war against indiscipline brigade, restructures volunteer arm. You find the details on page 19. And the Akubu's achievement at INEC, massive. That's attributed to IPAC. And in business, Naira looks up as dollar liquidity, import demand drive volatility. You find the details on page 22. And amidst rising insecurity, reps probe Abuja $460 million CCTV project. Is just by the side piece of the picture story. And create a conducive environment for private sector to thrive. That's coming from Elumelo. And with cooking gas at 1,600 per kg, families resort to charcoal sawdust. With riders, experts, retailers blame situation on supply disruption, price manipulation. Consumers urge FG to clamp down on hoarders. And at the bottom plate of the Blueprint newspaper, FG targets 410 billion in 35-year energy overhaul. Details on page 21. And 13 new Lassa fever cases, 4 deaths reported in Ondo and Edo. That's coming from the NCDC. You find all the details on page 6. And in sports, Africa's best, Osimhen to battle Salah, 8 orders for 2025 crown. That's about what I have in the Blueprint newspaper today. Mr. Chukudi.
The question I want to ask is, you mean the Y Brigade was
the
still
Y
there?
Brigade.
Was it there?
I'm
really?
surprised, actually.
I
That
thought,
it's still-
they,
that
I
it's still
thought they
there.
went, into
Comatose.
comatose,
Yes.
long ago. Because if you look at it, our public life seems to be, our behavior in public is not improving at all. I am not a lover of military rule, but I'll forever remember Idiagbo and Buhari because of why.
Why?
You know, sometimes we go on very wrong assumptions about adults. You say they know what's good to do. It doesn't work that way.
Doesn't.
Look at the impunity between Maraba and Army Barracks in terms of people doing one way. My dear Jumai, it took military men in red berets, that's military police, to stop those people. Federal Road Safety could not do it, let alone the VIOs. They would behave as if.
They own the road. And what they're doing is
Would
right.
they try it in Lagos? When I come here and say Lagos is my model, some people say, hey, Kuku, go that side. I know what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
Lagos will stop you. Check whether something is wrong with you, whether madness runs in the family. Then you pay a heavy fine. You're not going to try them again.
No, you're not going to try.
Road safety, they beg people on this axis. No, you can't go one way. The other time, one of them told me, oh, God, this is how they stop here. They say, why can't you stop them? Some of them are personnel. I said, what do you mean by that? They told me that some of them are even lawmakers. The people do.
Of course.
Yes, yes.
Of course.
It's a shame.
It's a shame.
It's a shame.
It's a shame.
So I'm surprised to hear that disbanding it.
That it's even there
I'm saying,
in the-
were
yes.
they there? But NOA should know that those little messages reshape character.
It does.
Where are they on radio and television? I keep on saying
Well,
it. Ray Michael Nwachukwu
they've been
of
trying.
blessed memory.
NOA has been trying these days with
NOA
their
does
jingles
these
and all that.
They must
yes,
know
I think
how
they have
important
been
they are.
proactive, actually.
When I was still sitting there, I kept talking about NOA being
Yes.
properly funded.
funded, exactly.
You know?
I remember the campaign against littering the streets of Lagos when the current president was governor. I was in Lagos. And you see big billboards. And the question, the statement was, what university did you attend? Where were you raised?
Where were
you know
you
that you
raised?
litter. The idea was to say, where are you coming from that will make you throw things out of your car, throw things out
Exactly.
of your vehicle to the roads.
Yes.
To know where and litter the roads. And tomorrow you complain that the roads are dirty.
And what amazes me is when Nigerians travel abroad, they abide by
They
the
conform.
rules, they conform by the rules and
Of course,
regulations of that.
because
But the
you know the
moment they
consequences.
land, they step down the plane.
It is just
It is
not
back to
right.
status quo. We
We
just
can
don't
do things
respect the
properly.
rule of the rule
They should have
law and
added,
order of this
don't
country.
you have any relatives in Lagos that should restrain you from madness? You know, I hope if you don't have money, go and borrow. Dangote is...
I'll come to you.
He's not going to invest, this boy. It's not serious. No, but the 10% stake, jokes aside, is something we should take seriously. You know, what is it that makes business grow? Products and services that even your enemy cannot resist buying. If you invest in Dangote, a commercial department myself, I'm running a jingle.
That's why I'm not saying anything right now.
Yesterday, we asked ASU and government to have a heart.
Well,
maybe they listened to us.
maybe.
They've called it off for 30 days.
30
you know?
days.
They suspended.
I just hope, I
suspended.
just pray everything is resolved.
They have to.
Once and for all.
It's been lingering for nauseatingly
Since
for too long.
2009.
It doesn't make sense anymore.
Doesn't.
Let them find a way out of it, please. It's very important. Senate wants burden of proof shifted from litigant to INEC. And that raises my eyebrows. What if I, as the litigant, I have good evidence that INEC does not have? The burden of proof, I would like it to be on me, you know. But anyway, maybe they have a point. I've not read the full thing to know where they're going. And IPAC says there, election reforms under ex-INEC chair, Yakubu, Massive. I call Ezenwa Wago. I tell him, you're my first authority on elections in this country.
Yes.
And he said the other time, elections are improving in Nigeria. You know Ezenwa, he doesn't gladly. For him to say that, we've come a long way. For instance, we have made nonsense of ballot stuffing. Let's see where you're going to get them counted. We are moving. We're saying more transparency can come into the process. I think we are moving. I think we are. Okay? Amidst a rising insecurity, reps probe Abuja $460 million CCTV project. That sounds to me like a ghost.
Do we have CCTV?
Oh, there was.
I once did a report
under Goodluck Jonathan, there is this talk that some monies were given out for CCTV we never saw. You know, Goodluck Jonathan happens to be a man I respect a lot. It's unfortunate. I'm associating this to...
There. I did a report on that.
You did?
I did.
You've had
what
some
you now see
ones.
is
of course
empty shells. They're there, looted.
They were bought at all?
They were there. They were there. You see the carcass. That's all you see now.
Impunity,
you go to certain points, you see the carcass. You see the,
when Nigerians,
the bar. You see the pole.
When Nigerians pray, maybe I shouldn't say this because I've not been to church recently. When Nigerians pray all the time, I ask whether they think God is mumu. We're going to do bad thing. We're going to ask God for a good thing. Doesn't work that way.
Pray.
Maybe never worked. Maybe never completed. But infrastructure was brought in, but you see all of them now.
They're talking to the reporter, so we should believe you. You mean they came in at all?
They are carcass. I mean, I saw installed ones. You see them there, but when you open it, you just see boxes, empty boxes.
Well, I was reading up. Lagos is up and coming with the CCTV in Lagos now, and I was watching on Facebook, you know, the video, you know, the control room, even on the Third Mainland Bridge. The CCTV cameras are there. It's awesome.
No, when I come
what
here,
Lagos is doing is awesome.
When I come here and tout Lagos,
oh no,
they understand.
Lagos is another level.
They have a way of thinking differently from you. That's the point. Vouloir se pouvoir, to wish or want is to be able. That's what that French expression means.
Yeah.
But let me say this. Nigerians should know that an organism preserves its own life.
It does.
We should learn to preserve our own lives. With cooking gas at 1,600 naira per kg, families resort to charcoal, sawdust.
Remember, I raised this.
You did. You did. And it's not just that it's a lot of inconvenience when you don't get cooking gas to use. It is also that charcoal and sawdust means that you are depleting the forests
Climate change
at a terrible
Mm.
rate. And that's, hello desert, we're waiting for you. It's an ill wind that would definitely not blow anyone any good. We have to retrace our steps from the precipice because that's where we're headed. It doesn't work. It doesn't.
All right. Chukwudokoli Ubaja, let me thank you and pray that you encounter no ill wind.
When I was pumping more elegance into my English. Are you ever impressed?
Use it to thank me.
Yes.
Have a great day. We'll see
Mr.
you
Chukwudi, son sues father for selling own house in Kano. That's Aku. They say all in lazy bones.
Let them go settle
this youth.
Let them go settle their own trouble.
Chukwudi, have a great day. We'll see you
day.
tomorrow.
Bye.
Good morning, Nigeria. We'll be back after this break. Please do stay with us.